Deryck again from Play to the Crowd, which runs Theatre Royal Winchester, Fair and Playmakers. And of course now this wonderful refurbished cafe bar, which we only opened in the autumn, and it was just gathering pace when, of course, we had to close it again. So I'm doing another job which other people normally do. Oh, look at that. We're open, it says. And we will be again. In fact, this cafe bar will probably be the first thing that springs back to life from our charity in the next few weeks or months, hopefully sooner rather than later, and then we will be open. So this is our spanking coffee machine, beautifully done out in the dark blue, and I have to flush water through it apparently to stop it seizing up from lack of use. So this is quite scary because I have to press these two apparently red buttons together. Yeah, good. And the water goes through, and that just makes sure that it doesn't calcify or seize up through lack of use. And then I believe I also have to push some steam through the nozzles. Whoa, woo. Great. Just to make sure that that doesn't seize up apparently. I don't actually know why I'm doing that. I've been told I have to. So, here we are behind the bar at the Theatre Royal Winchester, our new cafe bar, which we're very proud of, and is part of the way we consider our future. Because we really want to open up to everybody, and the cafe bar is a way of saying, look, everybody can come into a theatre building and be part of it. I've been thinking a lot recently about charities. All charities are going to have to really think carefully about their purpose, and perhaps reconsider it, and perhaps reinvent themselves, because COVID-19 is going to leave scars. Long, hard, deep scars, and things are not going to be the same. Perhaps for many years, perhaps forever. So we as a society, it feels to me, have to try to think about how we find the positives through this challenge. How do we actually make things better afterwards? Not the same, but better. So for example, everybody can't fail to have noticed there are far fewer planes in the air, there's far fewer cars on the streets, and that's having a manifest positive impact on climate change, on air quality. And here in Winchester, air quality is a real problem. It's a small city, it's got a one-way system, as many people know, and we've seen far less traffic on Jury Street. And I read in the local papers today that the council are intending to make some temporary adaptations to Jury Street to make it more pedestrian friendly, more cycle friendly. Well, that's brilliant, excellent. We, on another note, had to witness the terrible murder of George Floyd in the States. And what's come to light is that the black and ethnic minority population is harder hit by COVID-19 than the rest of us. Now that has had the impact of amplifying and accelerating the Black Lives Matter campaign. And that's another good thing. That's a real positive impact in the face of the harshest adversity. But those in power need to be bold. They need to be brave. They need not just to do things temporarily, but to make permanent change. So the City Council here in Winchester should make that change permanent in Jury Street. Pedestrianise the whole of Winchester. Do things that are brave and bold in this moment to make things better in the future, not just try to put them back the way they were, because that is not viable. Equally, take down the statues of those slavers. Don't wait for protesters to do that. Use your power and take positive action for permanent change. And in a tiny way, that's what we, myself and the trustees at Play to the Crowd, are going to try to do. We're going to find ways in which we can be even more essential to our communities in the future. We want to accelerate the change that we've begun with this new cafe bar, with our rebrand and the change of our name to Play to the Crowd. That is exactly what we want to do across our communities. So for me, June is listening month. June is the time for us to really open our ears, ask some questions, and hear what you think about the future of an arts and education charity like ours for our communities. So we're going to do a little quiz, if that's okay. I've got 3 short questions, and for each of those questions, I would love you to come up with 3 short answers. Just a single word or a phrase, but prioritise them. Top priority, second priority, third priority. And then get them to me in whatever way you want to do it. Through social media, on the website, literally write them on a postcard and send them to Theatre Royal Winchester, pick up the phone and leave a message on the box office line, write a letter to the local paper with your answers to my questions. However you want to do that, I want hundreds of you to tell me your answers to these 3 questions. And forgive me, because I'm going to look at my notes here. I don't normally do that, but just to get these questions right. So as a society, question 1, what 3 things will be most important for the arts and culture to do to make our society better? What 3 things will we most need the arts to do for society in the future? Question 2, what are the 3 biggest problems in our local communities that arts and education charities like us can help to solve? And question 3, what 3 things can we as an arts and education charity do differently or better to give everyone the chance to be delighted and united by the arts? And I emphasise that word, everyone. So those are my 3 questions. Send me your answers in whatever way you want and help me and the trustees to create a charity that is fit for purpose in the post-COVID world. We want to become vital to our communities. And as you do that, don't forget that we still need your support right here and now, so you can donate to the charity via the website. You can keep buying tickets on the basis that you know that we will give you a full refund if we can't then present those events. And you can become a member of Play to the Crowd. So let's all pledge, here and now, to make positive, permanent change in order that we can all contribute to a kinder, fairer, and more equal society. Thank you so much for listening, and keep safe.